Okay na? Okay, so let's proceed. Let's start with section 3, referring to international conventions and reciprocity. When we talk about international conventions and reciprocity, any person who is a national, when you say national, you're referring to someone that is a national of this country, a Filipino, okay? Or who is domiciled. When you talk about someone who is domiciled, someone who is staying here in the Philippines, or has real and effective industrial establishment, someone who operates in the Philippines, okay? In a country in which is a party to any convention, treaty, or agreement. So when we talk about convention, treaty, or agreement, para siyang contract. So yung contract na discuss natin, like contract of sale, contract of loan, these are contracts between two persons. When we talk about convention or treaty, these are contracts between countries. Okay, so ang parties dito is countries. Ang tao sa convention at sa treaty is countries. Ang normal na tao, hindi pwedeng maging party sa convention. Okay? Relating to intellectual property rights or the repression of unfair competition, to which the Philippines is also a party or extends reciprocal rights to nationals of the Philippines by law, shall be entitled to benefits to the extent necessary to give effect to any provision of such convention, treaty, or reciprocal law, in addition to the rights to which any owner of an intellectual property right is otherwise entitled by the Act. So when we talk about international conventions and reciprocity, okay, we're talking about, for example, in the Philippines, okay, so in the Philippines, let's say, for example, a certain American national is operating his business in the Philippines now, and his business is registered yung trademark niya, registered yung trade name niya, okay? Even if hindi registered under the Philippine law, if the USA and the Philippines are parties to a convention signed by these two countries, okay, and this convention or this treaty gives right with respect to intellectual property, both those countries may exercise reciprocal rights. So even if hindi protected under Philippine law yung trade name ng isang American national, okay, if sa Amerika protected ang Pilipino, mag-a-apply siya reciprocally. Gets? So protected siya considering that they are covered by one convention or treaty. Okay, we have a treaty like that. We call it the Paris Convention. Okay, the Paris Convention. Section 4 is the definition of terms. So, intellectual property rights has been defined as consisting of copyright and related rights, trademarks and service marks, geographic indications, industrial designs, patents, layout designs, and protection of undisclosed information and goods. Take note of these 7 intellectual property rights. There are 7 intellectual property rights, but we are going to discuss only 3. We're going to discuss copyright, patent, and trademarks. Okay, kasi yan lang yung most common. And dun sa tatlo, ang pinaka-common is, or ang pinaka-nagagamit is trademark. Okay. So ano nga bang trademark? A trademark, or as symbolized by TM, nakikita niyo yung TM, is any visible sign capable of distinguishing the goods or services of an enterprise and shall include a stamp or mark containing of goods. Trade name means the name or designation identifying or distinguishing an enterprise. So, under this, the trademark is this one. No? The mark. Diba? Pero this one is a copy. The trade name is this one. Yan ang trade name. Okay? Ang trademark, yan. Okay? Yes? Dito kasi sa trademark, naabuso yung alam niyo yung goodwill sa accounting? Kapag nagbenta ng business, tapos yung difference ng, alam niyo yung goodwill? Yes? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Yun yung sinasabi ko. Let's say, for example, McDonald's has a lot of goodwill. No? That people trust the product of McDonald's. Some people really are loyal to McDonald's, to Jollibee, ganyan. Ito yung tinitake advantage. No? Why not make it appear like McDonald's para makabenta ka? Okay? So, ganun yung ginagawa. No? Punta lang, nag-okay na kayo, di ba? At some point, nag-okay na kayo. Di ba? Merong mga brands doon na hindi naman talaga product ni Nike, ni Adidas, but then they are there. Okay? That's infringement, actually. That is infringement. That's what you call trademark infringement. Pag ginaya mo yung mark ng isang company or ng isang business para makagain ka ng profit mo. Because you want to take advantage of its name or its trademark. Gets? Definition pa lang tayo. Copyright. When you talk about copyright, this is confined to literary and artistic works. No? Kaya nung example ng last meeting namin, na-create daw siya ng hymn. That is copyrightable. Song, kahit pang music lang, walang lyrics, kahit rhythms lang, that is copyrightable. Okay? Books, researches, those are copyrightable. Basta literary and artistic works. Patent naman, this refers to any technical solution of a problem in any field of human activity which is new, involves an inventive step, and is industrially applicable. So, dun sa tatlo, ito yung pinaka-useful. Kasi this refers to practically an invention. Okay, that's what you call a patent. Take note of the definition of technology transfer arrangement. Okay, this is the transfer of systematic knowledge for the manufacture of a product, application of a process, or rendering of service. That's technology transfer arrangement. Okay, I'll skip it now. Okay. Let's talk about the first intellectual property right, the patent. Okay, so we're going to talk about patent. We have this defined patent kanina, no? Pero let's look closely sa patent. Ano ba talaga ang patent? Ang patent, that is a solution to a problem in any field of human activity. Okay, so imagine before, nung wala pang sasakyan, how can you travel a long distance? No? Kailangan na maglalakad ka, magkakabayo ka, magkakalabaw ka. Okay, so may naka-invento ng sakyan, motor, or bike, ano man ang nauna doon, no? That is a solution, yung invention na yun sa sakyan, that is a solution to a problem. Okay? Pero dapat daw, new, bago. Paano mo masasabi na bago? Hindi siya nag-exist. Hindi pa siya nagawa. So, new. Inventive step. Dapat, inventive step is applicable only when the invention is of a prior art. We will discuss that more later. Industrial applicable, meaning dapat magamit siya ng madaming tao. It must be for the benefit of everyone. So what's the use of an invention if it's only for a certain specific person? Di ba? Bakit mo pa siya ipapatent kung ikaw lang din naman ang magagamit? Diba? Let's say, for example, gumawa ka ng Android robot na ikaw lang ang susundin. Tapos ayaw mo mag-reproduce ng someone na kahit sino pwede mag-reproduce. That would be useless. Wala siyang isosolve na problem. Okay, yan kasi dapat, it can be reproduced in a mass. So, pwede siyang i-reproduce in a great extent para magamit ng madaming tao. Okay, a patent may or may relate to a product, a process, or an improvement of a product or a process. So, pwede siyang innovation. Okay? That's Gets? That's a patent. Okay? The purpose of patenting your invention. Bakit mo pinapatent ang invention mo? To foster and reward invention. To encourage you. Ang galing mo, na-invent mo yan. Okay? There should be a reward. Okay? Para mag-invent ka pa ng bagong solutions to a problem. Because until now, madami pa rin naman tayong problems that require solutions, pero madami nang na-invent. Halos lahat na. Hindi ko alam kung makakaisip pa kayo ng something na pwedeng i-invent. No? Ewan ko. Siguro kayo, meron kayo naisip, pero ako, alam na tinatawag ko. Okay? Promotes disclosures of inventions, stimulate innovation, and to permit the public to practice the invention after expiration. So, ano ibig sabihin nun? Para ma-disclose daw yung invention. Para malaman ng tao na may ganitong invention. Okay? Kasi ang patent usually meron niyang life. Valid lang siya for 20 years. Okay, so after that, after 20 years, pwede na siya i-invent, pwede nang copy ng ibang tao. Why? Bakit? Para ma-encourage din later on yung innovation. Diba yung cellphone before, the first ever cellphone was black and white keypad. Tama? But because of innovation, tignan mo siya ngayon. Wala nang keypad. Panay screen. Okay, so the process from the brick with keypad to something na panay screen, from the TV na luma, na maliit, na laki ng likod, to a flat screen, di ba? Those are changes, those are innovations. And because of patenting that, because of showing that to the public, di ba? Kasi meron makakaisip on how to innovate that. Okay? That is a good way to promote innovation. Okay? Yes, gaya sa drone. Diba yung drone is a concept lang naman na maliit, diba? Parang sa camera. Pero right now, meron nang nagawa sa, I don't know, sa UAE o sa Saudi, ganyan. Meron nang nagawa na flying vehicle out of that concept. Meron na rin ako sa Pilipinas, pero ewan ko success. Okay? Stringent requirements seek to ensure that ideas in the public domain remain there for the ages. What does it mean? Ano yung stringent requirements? These are 3. New, inventive step, and industrial step. Stringent yan, meaning strict yung requirements. So kung hindi na yan bago, kung that is something that has been used, hindi kung lalo, pero hindi sa Pilipinas, sa ibang bansa, that is no longer new. Okay, kahit pa wala pa yan dito sa Pilipinas. Basta meron na sa ibang bansa. That is no longer new. Okay? New is something that is new to the world. Okay? Yes? So those are the strict requirements, and these are the elements of a patentable invention. Okay? Take note of that. Novelty, yun yung sinasabi natin new. Okay? If the device or process has been known or used by others prior to the invention or discovery by the applicant, an application for patent should be denied. Kasi yung invention mo, ipapatent mo yan. A-applyan mo yan sa Intellectual Property Office. Okay? Kapag nakita yan ng Intellectual Property Office na hindi bago yan, it may be denied. Yes? If granted, it may be held as void and ineffective. So, kahit pa in-approve yan ng IPO, if matagal naman na siyang existing, that is void and ineffective. Okay? Originality and precedence, in essence, it must be new in the world. Bago siya. Okay? The burden is on the person who oversees it. So, kung sino ang mag-a-apply, kung sino ang magpapatent ng isang product, okay, siyang mag-prove na bago na wala pang ganun. And obviously, kapag bago naman, alam mo naman na bago talaga. Something that is new to the eyes. Okay, I cannot only describe that. Basta yun yung novel. Ano na yung isang novel?
Because
Silipin mo lang, ha? Huwag mong sungitan. Silipin mo lang. Hi, teacher. Okay, so, kasi nung last time, nung Tuesday yata yun, or Monday, nakikipag-compete ako sa chess. Ang hihingay. Fireworks pa sila di ba? Sakto patapos namin, fireworks sila dyan. Okay. Sige, okay. So, let's say for example, wallet. Is wallet something that is new? No? May kakilala ako, nagpapatent siya ng wallet. Ay, napanood ko ba yun? Parang dahil, di ko na sabihin.
Alam, sabihin niyo pa naman niya.
Tumawa, nag-react siya agad di ko na sabihin. Di ko na sabihin, nag-react siya.
That's why.
Ano, it's funny mo.
Pikit, alam na lang kami, gano'n na lang kami.
Takpat lang. Makinig ka ba
Okay,
sa
let's
kapit?
proceed. Non-patentable inventions. So, we've talked about patentability. Ano yung pwede mong i-patent? Basta yung 5 elements mo, no? lalo na yung 3 requirements. Yung new, inventive step, and industrially applicable. Okay? Ito naman, hindi mo ito pwedeng i-patent. Kahit anong gawin mo, hindi mo siya pwedeng i-patent. Okay? Ano yun? Discoveries, malamang na-discover mo lang. Di ba? Kung na-discover ka ang bagong species ng animal, hindi mo siya pwede ipangalan sa'yo. Diba? Kasi that is laws of nature or scientific truth. Ay, hindi mo siya pwedeng, hindi mo naman siya kinrate. It's not a product of your mind, your intellect. Diba? That is a discovery. A scientific theory. Okay? When you are able to prove a scientific theory, that doesn't mean that you were the ones, ikaw ang nag-create yung law. You were the one who only studied that and proved that scientific theory. Pero that doesn't mean na ikaw ang nag-create mo. Ibig sabihin that there's already a scientific truth to that na uncover mo lang. Yes? Same with mathematical methods. Nalaman mo na pag tinanggal mo yung 2 sa 5, 3. That's not an invention. That's a scientific truth, di ba? Malamang pag tinanggal mo yung 2 sa 5, maging 3. That's already there. Wala ka namang invent. Wala kang create na bago, okay? In case of drugs and medicines naman, the mere discovery of a new form or new property of a known substance which does not result in the enhancement of the known efficacy of that substance, or the mere discovery of a new property or new use of a substance, unless such known process results in a product that employs at least one miracle. So generally, drugs and medicines cannot be patented. Yes, hindi siya pwede mo-patent unless it enhances its known efficacy of the substance or unless it results in a new product that employs at least one new. That's the exception. General rule, hindi siya pwede i-patent. Yes? Sa baba naman, kapag sinabi mo ng salt, esters, ethers, polymers, metabolites, purifiers, yung mga yan, ang sabi niyan, it shall be considered to be the same substance. Okay? Hoy, wala akong sinabi ha. Magalit yung teacher. Wala. Next, non-patentable invention, schemes, rules, oy. Please tayo bago sila ha.
Pasa-pasa pa dito mamaya naman.
Schemes, rules, and methods of performing mental acts, playing games, or doing business and programs for computers. So, schemes, rules, and methods of performing mental acts. Wala akong maisip na mental act. Ganun ba kayo? Yung pag-solve mathematically ng problems, di ba? Schemes, rules, and methods. Diba? There are shortcut methods. Now, you cannot own those methods. Playing games, no? Laro ka ng basketball. Naka-invento ka ng ikot-ikot na. Sabihin mo, ako naka-invento nun. Anyone who can play that Okay, might already have done that, di ba? So, hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na, ganun. O, akin yun ha. So, may invento ko, ipapatent mo. Hindi mo pwedeng ipatent ko. Okay? Pati yung in doing business and programs for computers, you cannot patent that. Okay? Ako, nakatawa eh. Sino yan, si ma'am?
Si Ma'am Lenny, sabi niya, tapos na
Lenny?
pala si Lenny. Tapos na kasi performance nila sila. Nag-ano na sila, get together.
Uy, baka magalit sila. Hindi na magalit.
Bilang sa ipapatent na lang.
Okay, okay lang yan sir. Ikaw naman lang sinabi ko lang. Ma'am, sabi ni Atty. Yingan, ano daw? Hindi naman. Hindi naman. Next, ano yung hindi mo pa pwedeng i-patent methods for treatment of the human or animal body? No, whether by surgery, therapy, or diagnostic methods, hindi mo daw siya pwedeng i-patent. Okay? Plant varieties, of course, and animal breeds. Because these are biological or scientific, no? Kapag pinag-mate mo yung askal sa isang may breed, di mo pwedeng sabihin, no, patent. Okay, breed ko yan. Hindi mo pwedeng gawin yun, okay? Aesthetic creations. What are the aesthetic creations? Itong blackboard, pinaganda mo. Okay, itong laptop, pinaganda mo. Lagyan mo ng mga design. Aesthetic is something, is referring to something beautiful. Beautify it. Okay, which is subjective. Okay, wala namang, is it new? Hindi naman, kasi blackboard lang naman siya na madaming flowers, madaming design. Computer lang siya na madaming design. It's not new. Okay? Its functionality is the same. Okay? So yun, aesthetic creations. Anything that should beautify. Anything which is contrary to the public order or morality. So, hindi daw siya pwedeng ipatent. Question. Yung adult naman ngayon, di ba? Adult kayo, yes?
Si Velvin ka pa lang yun.
16 ka pa lang yun. Oy niyo.
Pwede mo bang ipatent yung ano yung nag-vibrate na ano? Ano? Hindi ako nagsabi niya, ha? Hindi, yung speaker na. Iba yung nasa isip ko. Is that something moral or immoral? I don't know. Hindi. That speaking, you are all adults. You're all mature. There is what you call kasi the sexual health. As a respect to anyone, meron kang tinatawag na sexual health. You cannot say na that is against morality. Kasi merong mental health, merong sexual health. And that's the truth, okay? Hindi siya immoral. Ano yung immoral? Something that ewan ko kasi meron kasi mga madami na kasi yung mga atheists. Madami na kasi yung mga I don't know I don't know how do they consider something moral or immoral. Kasi if you are an atheist, you don't believe in morality. You should not believe in morality. It's atheist. If you say that you believe in morality and you are claiming to be atheist, you're a hypocrite. Yeah? If you don't believe in God, you don't believe in morality. Okay? Yan, next. Novelty or yung new na sinasabi mo. Hindi siya pwedeng tawaging new if it forms part of a prior art. Ano yung prior art? Section 24. Ang unang klase ng prior art, everything which has been made available to the public anywhere in the world. Okay. Before the filing date or the priority date of the application, claiming the invention. So, if that has been existing before, anywhere in the world, you cannot claim novelty. Okay? Because that is prior art. Yes? Okay? Gets nyo yung prior art? Get second one. The whole consents of an application for a patent, utility model, or industrial design registration filed or effective in the Philippines with a filing or priority date is earlier than the filing or priority date of the application. This refers to two applications. No? And one of the applications is usually from outside the Philippines because it is making use of what we call a priority date, which we will discuss later. Okay? Let's say, for example, may matulog siya.
Wala ka doon.
Wala?
Ay, chok. Hindi, hindi mo sumabay. Walang king.
Okay. So let's say, for example, Mr. A, who is a Filipino, filed a patent for a certain product, okay, on November 20, 2022. Okay? Mr. B subsequently filed a patent on November 28, 2022 on the same product. So parehas. Yes? Okay? So, if we are going to follow the rule is the first to file rule. Kung sino yung una nag-file, siya masusunod. But let's say, for example, Mr. B being a foreigner, he is claiming that he has been using that product before and he has claimed the priority date of February 20, 2022. Okay? Because of this priority date, okay, pwede mo una yung try B. Okay? Sige. Ay, may apply. May valid ID ka? Pwede mo ng ID? Ano? Ay, national ID mo isa. Hindi, ipicture mo na lang. Send mo na lang sa messenger. Oo. Bukas. Wala. Wala ako bukas.
Ay, sa namin.
Sa quiz. Sa quiz na lang. Okay lang? Kailan ko alis? Okay, sige. Okay. So that's prior art. Ano yun?
Ay, kaklase ko na.
Klase mo dati. Hindi. Kapag social, no? Kasi siya yung klase ko din. Hindi, I am notarizing the affidavit.
Ang pinali. Magkano binigay?
Wala.
Ay?
And I will not, hindi ako susunod. Diba? We help people every day. Every day, pwede na ako mamatay. Kasi I'm helping people.
Ano ka wala niya?
That's life. No? You will learn later on that life is about, life is you just enjoy life. Ayoko naman na ako ang magsabi sa inyo kung ano ito talaga. Okay, let's proceed. Non-prejudicial disclosure. The disclosure of information contained in the application during the 12 months preceding the filing date or the priority date of the application shall not prejudice the applicant on the ground of lack of novelty if such disclosure was made by the inventor. So, anong ibig sabihin natin non-prejudicial disclosure? Okay. So, let's say for example, mag-apply siya ng November 20. Okay. Any disclosures made for the last 12 months preceding the filing date, October, September, or above. Okay, the last 12 months Basta yung disclosure ng galing kay inventor. Nag-TikTok siya live. Nag-create siya ng invention. So, pinakita niya ngayon. Okay, pati yung pag-invent, pati yung pag-assemble niya at lahat-lahat pinakita niya ng TikTok. Okay? Ngayon, biglang before November 20, sabihin mo lang, October pa lang may nag-file na ibang tao. Same invention. Pero yung live niya is, sabihin mo, nag-live siya ng bandang May. Okay? Pero October, naunahan siya na mag-file. Madi-deny ba yung application niya? Yes or no? Yes, initially yes. Kasi basta una si C. But because of non-prejudicial disclosure, if later on ma-prove niya na si C pala is an avid subscriber na sa TikTok or follower, I should say. Okay? Pwede niya ma-prove na, may nag-TikTok ako, nakita ko kung paano ko yung better mo. That's non-prejudicial. Okay? Yes? Kasi sa invention, guys, lalo na ngayon nung pahirapan yung mag-invent ng something na bago talaga. Kaya kapag nila-invent ng something na bago, unahan yan. Either they will kill that invention or they will promote it. Imagine mo yung naka-invent ng nakapagpatakbo ng engine using water before. I think that was a Filipino. Imagine nasa niyo. Where's it na? Wala ko update eh. Where's it na? Why? The oil companies will kill that invention. Why? Because that means you use water. Yung mahal-mahal ng gas. Pwede lang wala ang tubig. They would kill that. And you will be shocked by the power of these people na mayayaman. Okay, the way they can reach people. Okay, so yun lang ang dalawang mangyari. Either uunahan ka na mag-file ng patent or they will kill that. They will buy that. Okay, sabihin sa'yo, bilhin ko yan. Basta wag mo nang gagawin. Kaya wag ka nang mag-invento ng ganyan ulit. May ganun. May ganun. Okay? Or, kung hindi si inventor, the patent office, and the information was contained in another application filed by the inventor and should not have been disclosed by the office. Or in an application filed without the knowledge or consent of the inventor by a third party, which obtained the information directly or indirectly from the inventor. So, either si inventor, si patent office na na-disclose na, okay, or a third party na naka-obtain ng information directly, diretso kay inventor, or indirectly kay inventor. Okay, meaning, kung gamitin mo yung TikTok nila, let's say for example, nung nag-TikTok siya ng 5, nung May, meron siyang follower na si D. Si D, nire-post, nire-share. Sinare niya, nakita ni C. That's indirect. No? Hindi naman ako subscriber ni A eh. Pero, we indirectly got it from a third party who got it from the inventor. Yes? That's not prejudicial discussion. So when we talk about inventor, it means any person who at the filing date of application had the right to the patent. So, sino yung nag-file, siya ay yung inventor. Okay? Inventive step naman, an invention involves an inventive step if having regard to prior art. So meaning, hindi na siya bago. This is something of a prior art. No, hindi na siya new. Pag it is not obvious to a person skilled in the art at the time of the filing date or priority date of the application claiming the invention. No, meaning, it is no longer new, it is something of a prior art. Take note, we defined a while ago a patent. It may or may relate to a product, a process, or an improvement of a product or process. So it could be an innovation. Okay? So yun yung inventive step. Involved lang usually yung inventive step kapag bago na, kapag nag-innovate na. Okay? And hindi siya normally involved or hindi siya kaagad ma-identify ng person skilled in creating that invention. So talagang bago yung process na ginawa. Okay? In case of drugs and medicines, this is the same with this one. Okay? Sabi dyan, there's no inventive step if the invention results from the mere discovery. Okay? Unless it results in the enhancement of the known efficacy or it results in the new product that employs at least one new product. Same concept. Okay? Industrial applicability, an invention that can be produced and used in any industry shall be industrially applicable. So, it can be taken advantage of by the public. That is industrial applicability. Kasi bakit mo pa siya ipapatent kung ikaw lang din naman ang nagamit? Ikaw lang may kinamit. Okay? Right to a patent. Right to a patent belongs to the inventor. Sino yung inventor? The one who filed at the date of the filing and priority date is considered as the inventor. Okay? Uy, Kuya Bunda. Nandiyan sila sa ano, di ba? Okay. Anong friendship part? Anong tawag niyo dyan?
Date card.
Ha?
Date card.
Date part? Ayun, dahil nag-date dyan.
Dati.
Dati so.
Sobra.
Dati sa
Foundation ng foundation.
Sumama ko sa
Huwag kang bitter kasi ano, pag ganun, maghanap ka rin ng date mo. O kaya yung mask mo, itaas mo dito mo. Hindi. Bilang bata ko yun. Basta tapusin niyo pag-aaral niyo. Okay. Oh, careful with the ligaw-ligaw ah. Careful with the ligaw-ligaw, guys. Guys and girls.
Ano yun?
Okay, careful with that. Huh? I'm just warning you. Okay? If you're alone in your house or in your room, never allow someone to go inside. Okay? Kung walang consent nyo, ilock nyo yung door, wag nyo papasukin. Kahit pasinyo nyo yan. Okay? I don't tolerate those kind of practices. Be careful, ha? Okay. So, if dalawang tao, so si inventor, si heirs, and assigns, siya yung may right sa patent. Okay? Kapag dalawa or more, joint on rights. O equal. Sino yun? Ayun. Okay. Yung first to file rule, I have mentioned this a while ago. If two or more persons have made the invention separately and independently of each other, kung sino yung nag-file ng application, siya yung may preference. Let's say, for example, dalawang tao nag-invent ng same thing, pero yung isa lang nag-apply, siya lang yung nag-apply. Kung hindi nag-apply itong isa, hindi niya ma-protect yung right. Gets? Pero kung dalawa sila ang nag-apply, okay, the applicant who has the earliest filing date or earliest priority date shall be preferred. When we talk about priority date, yung example ito. You only use priority date kapag foreigner yung nag-apply. Okay, talking about a foreign product or foreign mark, okay, or invention. Right to priority is not equivalent to patent. So, hindi ibig sabihin na kayo yung first na nag-file, kaagad mag-grant yung patent. That can be contested. Okay? Yun lang, ang rule lang, sino yung unang nag-file, siya yung magbibigyan ng priority. Inventions created pursuant to a commission. So when it is pursuant to a commission, kung sino yung nag-commission ng work, okay, ng invention, sa kanya yung invention. Kasi for example, binayaran ko kayo as a whole, invent nyo ito, something like this, like that, na-invent nyo. Pag binayaran ko kayo, sa akin yung invent. Okay. Basically, parang employee ko kayo for specific purpose. Now, speaking of employee, in case the employee made the invention in the course of his employment contract, the patent shall belong to the employee if the inventive activity is not a part of his regular duties. No? Meaning, kung si employee ay isang janitor sa isang kampanya na nag-invent ng mga airplanes, okay? Naka-invent siya ng isang airplane, naka-invent na lang siya ng ng parang drone na parang motor. Okay, yun na lang. So, kunwari, bago. Okay? Even if the employee will use the time, the facilities, and the materials of the employer, kung hindi naman yung paggawa, pag-invent ang trabaho niya, sa kanya yun. Okay? Gets? Pero kung that is part of his duty, okay, that is part of his function, kay employer yung invention. Gets? Okay. Right of priority as I have discussed kanina. No? This right of priority and application for patent filed by any person who has previously applied for the same invention in another country. Okay? Which by treaty, convention, or law affords the same privileges to Filipino citizens. We're talking about international conventions and reciprocity in section 3. Okay? That the local application expressly claims priority. So yung application niya dito sa Pilipinas, nag-claim talaga ng priority date. Meron siyang claim na priority date. Meaning, na-file ko na yung patent na yan sa bansa namin. Kung nga, taga-Amerika siya, na-file na yan sa Amerika nung nag-file pa. That's why I am claiming for a priority date. Okay? Gets?
Saan sila nagpapayag for?
Intellectual Property Office. Dito sa Philippines. Pero siyempre, kung nasa ibang bansa ka, doon mismo sa kanila. Okay? Let's proceed to trademarks para mahabol ko yung assignment ninyo. Trademarks. What are the functions of trademarks? It indicates origin or ownership of the articles to which they are attached. Diba? It's like this one. Casio. Okay? Or MAC. Or yan, HydroFresh. It indicates, diba, that this product belongs to HydroFresh. Okay? Ganun lang siya simple. It guarantees that those articles come up to a certain standard of quality. Diba? Samsung, Xiaomi, ito ang cellphone. Actually, may napanood ako sa TikTok. Ang question, alam mo nag-interview sila sa streets. Interview sila sa streets tapos ang question, would you date, ang ini-interview nila babae, would you date, sa ibang bansa kasi ito, would you date a guy that doesn't own an Apple or a guy that doesn't own an iPhone? Majority ng sagot is no. Why would you date someone na hindi daw naka-iPhone? Grabe naman sa ibang bansa. Ako never pa ako nagka-iPhone sa buong buhay. Panay Android. Pero yung last na nagsalita is very actually, siya lang yung very sensible. Kahit anong phone naman yan, sabi niya. Kahit anong phone, ba't mo titignan yung phone ko? Kahit sino naman, kahit anong phone ang gamit. Yun ang sagot ng last. Pero yung mga nauna, panay no. If it's Android, it's no. So, ganoon kasi sa iba. No? Because, siguro iPhone holds a certain standard of quality. Yun, siguro sa kanila. Pero if you try the Samsung, I think mas Samsung. But that's my personal preference. Okay? They advertise the articles they symbolize. Diba? Ano ibig sabihin nun? May makita kang naka-Nike sa daan, naka-Adidas, that's walking advertisement. No? Without telling mo, naglabas yung classmate mo ng iPhone, naglabas ng Samsung, that's a walking advertisement. No? The fact that they saw the Apple logo, diba? Kahit hindi mo nakita yung Apple, nakita mo lang ito, they advertise the articles they symbolize. Hindi mo naman nakita kung anong klaseng MacBook, anong klaseng anong klaseng iPhone. Diba? Malay mo yung cover na lang ng iPhone, pero Android pala yan. May gano'n. yung cover nila sa likod parang Android. Ay, parang iPhone, pero Android pa. Okay? Definition. When you talk about mark, it's any visible sign. These are logos. Yung mark na, these are logos. Okay? When it is on the goods, you call them trademark. On services, you call them service mark. Okay? A collective mark means any visible sign designated as such in the application for registration, while the trade name is the name or designation identifying or distinguishing an enterprise. Gaya ng McDonald's, McDowell. Okay? Meron yung, ano yun, sabi ng isang class ko, yung Starbucks, tapos meron daw yung, ano siya ng parang Starbucks, din yung tsura ng ano. Okay? So those are covered under trademarks. How marks are acquired? The rights in a mark shall be acquired through registration made validly in accordance with the provisions of the law, meaning registered with the Intellectual Property Office. A certificate of registration of a mark, once issued, is a prima facie evidence of the validity of the trademark. So, a certification of registration of a mark. No? Kailangan mo rin mag-submit ng declaration of actual use, meaning you have been using that mark for the last 3 years or for at least 3 years. Okay? Dapat ginagamit mo na siya. Kung may business ka, dapat nandun sa mga business mo, sa products mo. Kung may advertisement ka, gamit na gamit mo na siya. Okay? Ganun yung marks. Registrability. So, a mark cannot be registered. So, ito yung mga hindi pwedeng i-register. If it consists of immoral, deceptive, or scandalous matter, or matter which may disparage or falsely suggest a connection with persons living or dead, institutions, beliefs, or national symbols, or bring them into contempt or disrepute. So, meaning, anything that is immoral, hindi pwedeng gawin mark. Nakakita ka na ba ng mark na ano? Yung example ko sa video. Nakita niyo ba yan? Hindi. Oh, yung example ko sa video. Baka gusto nyo lang makita. Ano yun? Nakita mo? Malaki? Hindi, malaki din gawin ko. Hindi ko na ituloy, siyempre, hindi ko na ituloy. May iwan na bang mark na ganyan? Meron ako nakita, lotus. Pero hindi siya ganyan. Parang hindi ba na. So, if it's something na immoral or scandalous, hindi siya pwede. Okay? If it consists of the flag, or the coat of arms, or other insignia of the Philippines, or any logos ng government agencies, hindi pwede. Okay? So, hindi ka pwedeng tayo ng restaurant tapos ang logo mo is Philippine flag. Hindi mo yan ma-register. Pwede mong i-try. Siguro baka medyo hindi aware yung mag-assist sa'yo sa IPO, baka makalusot. Pero hindi pwede yan. Okay? Consists of a name, portrait, or signature identifying a particular living individual. Hindi rin pwede yun. No? Except if there is his consent. Or name, signature, or portrait of a deceased President of the Philippines during the life of his widow, provided the widow provides consent. Okay, so hindi mo sila pwedeng register as trademark or trade name. Okay, now since we're here on registrability, very prone sa trademark ang infringement, no, yung panggaya. Okay, minsan hindi halata, minsan medyo okay naman yung panggaya. There is what you call likelihood of confusion or colorable imitation. These instances indicate infringement. So, sabi dito, colorable imitation is such a close or ingenious imitation as to be calculated to deceive ordinary purchasers, or such resemblance of the infringing mark to the original as to deceive an ordinary purchaser. Okay? Colorable imitation does not mean such similitude as amounts to identity, nor does it require that all the details be literally copied. Hindi lahat is kinopya. Pero pagtingin mo, malilito ka. Kung yan ba yung alam ko na product o hindi, yan ba yung sa company na to o hindi. Okay? It refers to such similarity in form, content, words, sound, meaning, special arrangement, general appearance of a trademark of a trade name with that of the other mark or trade name. So we have two tests to determine colorable imitation. The first test is what you call dominancy test. So from the word itself, dominancy, we are going to look at the dominant features of the mark. Okay? And if it answers the questions that whether the use of the mark involved would be likely to cause confusion or mistake in the mind of the public or deceived purchaser, if the answer is yes, then there may be a colorable imitation. Okay? The first example is Ginebra, San Miguel. You have Ginebra, San Miguel, then you have Tanduay Distillers Incorporated. Meron din silang Ginebra na pa. Okay. So from the look of it, parang iba naman siya. Iba ba? O may pagkahawig? Iba o may pagkahawig?
Parang suka yung isa.
Parang suka.
Kaya sumisipa.
Makatingin ba siguro ito? Sumisipa lang. Okay. Ito, hindi ka ba natikman eh. Ito, natikman mo na. Pero ito, hindi. Okay. Siguro nag-stop na rin siya ng review. Kasi, under this case, talo si Tanduay. Kasi since time immemorial, nauna talaga si Ginebra. Kaya pag sinabi mong Ginebra, alam nila, ito, hindi ito. Yan yung gustong gawin ni Tanduay. Na kapag sinabi mong Ginebra, hindi lang ito. Gusto niya meron din. Tignan mo, pati yung form is parang ilaya. And the use of the word Ginebra. Ang sabi ng court, it ruled that the beverage company infringed a trademark owned by its arch rival, Ginebra San Miguel Incorporated. No? Pinagbabayad sila ng exemplary damages of 2 million pesos. Take note, that's exemplary damages alone. Okay? Exemplary damages lang yan, ha? Ang exemplary damages, these are damages required, you are required to pay these damages to set as an example para hindi na mahulit ka. Tunod mo. Exemplary damages lang. Okay? The mere use of the word Ginebra by Tanduay in its Ginebra Capitan Gin products is trademark infringement by itself. So, take note of this. Aside dun sa 2 million na exemplary damages, the court also ordered the Tanduay to pay 50% of its Ginebra Capitan gross sales beginning in 2003. Okay? So meaning yung 50% ng gross sales na bibigay nila tayo, Ginebra sa Miguel. So imagine pag nanggaya kayo, ganun ang impact na ito. Okay? Akala mo lang siguro, wala lang, sikat yun, siyempre gayahin mo. So but it has implications. Tanduay has designed its bottle and label to somehow make a colorable similarity with the bottle and label of Ginebra. Or given iba yung kulay. Diba? Pero kung pinagparehas mo yung kulay niya, wala, parehas na yan. Okay? And the use of the word Ginebra. Okay? Understood? The second test is the holistic test. Yung kanina, dominancy test, ngayon naman holistic. So yung kanina, tinitignan mo yung dominant features in order to determine whether there is infringement. Dito naman, you are going to look on its entirety. Titignan mo yung buo. I-consider mo yung details and all unnecessary features. Okay? Under this case, San Miguel Pale Pilsen versus Asia Brewery Incorporated. Sinong nakakita na ito? Ito, nakita mo na ito? Di ba? Na-pull out na ata ito. And hindi ba na ata yung boto niya? Yan din yung nakikita niyo na beer na parang siyang San Miguel.
Masarap ba
Yung
yun?
boto niya. Ito ba sarap?
Kapit yan.
Hindi, ang sarap yan. Diba? Hindi guys, ito. Ang beer masarap pag malamig. Nakatigim na kayo ng Sun Mig Light, yung regular. Kapag hindi malamig yun, sobrang pangka. Parang ihi. Ang pangit. Pero ito, kahit ilan, pampatulog yan. Ang ganda yan. Diba yung promote ako ng para. Actually guys, siguro nung kaedad nyo ako, kapag titignan ko yan, matanda po siya. Ewan ko matanda eh. Ba't ko inumin yan? Pagpunta ko sa Manila, halos lahat ng mga college na nagiinuman. Kaya ko na yung Facebook. Oo, yung mga taga Manila, magulat ka sa mga BA, sa mga club. Okay. Yung merong pale please. Kasi swabe yung hado. Swabe. Maganda siya. Unlike, ini-imagine ko kasi yung Sun Mig Light na ano. Ang hirap inumin. Pero yan, ito, tinitignan nyo ngayon, yan yung ipapasa nyo sa Tuesday o sa Wednesday. You take note of the GR number. Ala, yung group chat namin ng family. Paano ito? Decline. Guys, mga. Okay. You take note of the GR number. You take note of the case title, Asia Brewery Incorporated versus Honorable Court of Appeals and San Miguel Corporation. You will make case digest. You put it in a one whole sheet of paper, yellow paper. You write it on your own. Okay? Yes, about this one. What is the ruling? What's the decision? Is there an infringement or not? Yeah. So you will get the facts, you get the issues, and the decision of the ruling. Okay? You submit it on our quiz, on the day of the quiz. First week. Yes. Okay? You submit it on the first week. Okay? So you will know, para alam nyo kung ano ang nangyari sa case nito. Okay? Kasi you can apply the two tests. And you will later on find out kung paano ginamit siya ng court, yung dalawang test. Ito, what is one? Yan isa? This is in China. This is in China. Imagine Chinese people, di ba? Hindi naman siguro ako bobo to conclude that there is infringement on this one. Ito ba the image?
Malayo. Hindi, malayo. Malayo.
And you look the products they offer, they are the same. Ano ko lang is 2019 or 2018 ito ata na post social media. Okay? Social media. Okay? Hindi ko pa alam kung ano yung kinalabasan ng decision. Kung impeachment ba o hindi. Okay? Okay? So yan. Trademark infringement. Okay. The fourth or letter D, yung those that cannot be registered, those that are identical with the registered mark belong to a different proprietor or mark with an earlier filing or priority date. So meaning, kapag naka-register na yung mark tapos paparegister mo pa siya involving the same mark, hindi na siya pwede. So under this case is yung Lane and Orlane. These are beauty products. Okay? May issue sila with regards to kung paano daw parang disenyo, Lane, Orlane. Ewan ko kung bakit ganun yung alam nila. Okay? So, meron daw parang similarity sa pronouncement at sa pagsulat. Okay? Ng Lane at Orlane. Okay? Number 5, Hindi mo pwedeng i-register if it is identical with or confusingly similar to or constitutes a translation of a mark which is considered by the competent authority of the Philippines to be well known internationally and in the Philippines. Like Nike products, diba? Yung Adidas, like Apple, no? Even though they are not registered in the Intellectual Property Office of the Philippines, they are internationally known. No? Hindi mo na kailangan ng proof. No? Kasi their brand, their name itself, okay, will suffice. Foreign marks which are not registered are still accorded protection against infringement and unfair competition. Take note guys, lalo sa atin sa Philippines, lahat ng covenants, treaties na pipirmahan ng presidente, okay, lahat yan bound tayo. Okay, so kahit hindi natin alam, may batas na ganito, bound tayo dyan. Okay, hindi mo yan pwedeng gagawin. Okay? Trademark dilution naman is the lessening of the capacity of famous mark to identify and distinguish the goods or services regardless of the presence or absence of competition. So meaning, gaya nung Apple, no? May mga Apple products, di ba? May Apple na headset, cellphone, watch. Wala namang Apple na toothpaste. Paano kung gumawa ka ng ganun? Kala mo toothpaste, kala mo galing sa Apple. Pag ginamit mo, lasang, lasa? Iba yung lasa, no? Siyempre, masisira mo yung pangalan ng Apple. That is trademark dilution. Kahit hindi mo ginamit yung mismong product na ginagamit nila or na i-distribute nila. Okay, that's trademark dilution. Nakita niyo na yung Jordan, yung sapatos na nakagano'n. Ganun ba yun? Iba yung iba si Jordan, gano'n, the dunk, gano'n. Yun yung parang nakagano'n natin. Okay, so you are diluting the goodwill, kumbaga, no? Trademark or ng business. Ito namang pang-anim, same lang siya dun sa pang-lima, kaso lang, in this case, it is registered in the Philippines. Yung kanina, it does not need to be registered as long as it is known internationally. Pero itong pang-anim, it is registered in the Philippines. Okay? If it is likely to mislead the public, gaya nung Joy Ruby, di ba? Kala mo Jollibee, pagpasok mo, panay-check yung tao, di ba? Consists exclusively of signs that are generic for the goods or services that basically identify. Take note, generic terms, hindi mo pwedeng maunang generic terms. Okay? Yun yung sinasabi dyan. You cannot make it exclusive kung generic yung term or yung sign. Okay? And a lot more. Consists exclusively of signs or indications that have become customary or usual. Hindi mo siya pwedeng gawing trademark. Consists of signs, indications that may serve in trade to designate the kind, quality, quantity, and purpose of goods or products. Consists of shapes, hindi pwede. Consists of color, hindi mo pwede i-register as trademark. Contrary to public order or morality, hindi. Okay? As regards to signs or devices mentioned in JKL, nothing shall prevent the registration of any such sign or device which has become distinctive in relation to the goods for which registration is requested. So in short, like this one. Okay? Ang inasal, generic word siya. Di ba yung luto kasi inasal di ba? Hindi mo siya pwedeng ma-exclusive use. Pero under this naman kasi, si OK Handbag Inasal, gusto niya maglabas ng trademark using this one. Anong sabi ng court? Sabi niya, the OK Handbag Inasal mark is not entitled to be registered as its use will likely deceive or cause confusion on the part of the public and will likely infringe Mang Inasal mark. It is similar to the Mang Inasal mark and it pertains to goods that are related to the services by Mang Inasal. Okay, so hindi siya inalaw. just like this one, Philips or Philips, no? But using the doctrine of secondary meaning. So, meaning that a word or phrase originally incapable of exclusive appropriation has been used for so long and so exclusively by one producer with reference to his article, ibig sabihin, he acquires some sort of right to use it because he has been using it for so long. And kapag sinabi mong Philips or Philips, alam mo na siya yun yung brand or product na tinutukoy. Okay, in this instance, ang sabi ng court, there is a strong similitude and likeness between the two trademarks that will likely cause deception or confusion to the public. Philips bears an uncanny resemblance or confusing similarity with Philips. Parang parehas. Okay? Next one is copyright. How many minutes? 20? 20? 20? 20? Okay, 20 minutes. Author is the natural, mabilis na lang ito guys. Author is the natural, kung dun sa patent, inventor. Dito sa copyright, author. Collective mark dun, dito collective work. Rental is the transfer of the possession of the original or copy of a work or a sound recording for a limited period of time for profit-making purposes. So, pwede mo ding parent yung creation mo. A work of applied art, hindi lang siya literary or artistic work, pero meron din siyang utilitarian function or purpose. Ibig sabihin, pwede mo pa siyang magamit. Hindi lang literary or artistic perspective. Okay? Now, with regards to copyright, we have what we call original works. Okay? Ito yung mga literary and artistic works that are protected from the moment of their creation. Ito yung original works. Meaning, ang creations mo with regards to these instances, yung nakikita nyo A to F, ang yung sa likod mamaya, hindi mo siya kailangang i-register to protect it. Kasi they are protected from the moment you create it. From the moment na compose ka ng kanta, they are protected. Okay? Hindi mo siya kailangang i-copyright. May nangyayon ko na Frozen. Okay? Ano yung mga literary and artistic works? Books, pamphlets, articles, and other writings. Periodicals, newspapers, lectures, sermons, addresses, dissertations, letters, dramatic or grammatical musical compositions, musical compositions with or without words, drawings, works, ornamental designs, illustrations, maps, plans. All of these are literary and artistic works. It includes computer programs, pictorial illustrations, and adverts. Lahat po yan literary and artistic works. Ownership of copyrighted material is shown by proof of originality and copyrightability. Originality means that the material was not copied and evidences of at least minimal creativity. That it was independently created by the author and that it possesses at least same minimal degree of creativity. So, ibig sabihin, that is something that's really original. Nakat ba? Ha? Kaya, 15 minutes na lang. 15? Okay. Copying is shown. Tapusin natin ito para alam nyo dito. Okay? Works are protected. Ito, nasabi ko na. Works are protected by the sole faculty of creation. From the moment it is created, protected siya. You don't need, take note you don't need to register in order to protect yourself, in order to recover non-infringement suit. Take note of the news footage. When you talk about news footage, it is copyrightable. Okay, what's the rationale? The rationale is this one. Okay? Ang news is the idea or the event. Yung idea or the event, hindi mo yan makopyright. For example, may nasagasaan dyan sa USL na pagkalarga ng 7:30 kasi nagmamadali, isang second year student na visa, nasagasaan, pizza na lang. No? Knock on wood. Okay. Hindi, joke lang. Joke lang to ha. That's the idea. Okay. Yung news footage is the expression of that idea. So let's say for example, nangyari yun. Dumating ang TV Patrol, Tugigaraw. Ninus nila. Okay? That is news footage. Iniyan nila, that is news footage. Ngayon, kung nakita mo yan sa internet, kinopya mo yan, in-upload mo sa YouTube mo, that's copyrightable. Ibig sabihin, hindi mo siya pwedeng kunin. Okay? Pero, kung ikaw mismo, on the spot, pumunta ka dun, nag-ano ka, nag-video ka, nandito po tayo na sa ano. That's your expression of it. That's you. Okay? Pwede ikaw lang yun. Okay? You can do that. No? Pero kung ang ginamit mo is yung footage ni GMA, ni TV5, ni CNN, yun, may copyright yun. Pero yung nangyari, may nangyari dito sa US, i-cover mo. Okay, pwede mong gawin. Okay. Hindi mo pwedeng gawin, kunin mo yung footage nila. Because that is an expression of the idea. Okay, gets? So, news footage is generally copyrightable. Okay, ang hindi copyrightable yung idea or the event. Gets? Okay, tapos na tayo sa original works, dito naman sa derivative works. Itong derivative works, based siya dun sa original works. So, may original work, okay, dramatize mo lang, translate mo lang, inadapt mo lang, or kinolect mo lang. Okay? So, these are derivative works. With regards to copyright or economic rights, lahat yan pwede mong gawin, lahat yan pwede mong i-authorize, lahat yan pwede mong pagbawalan. So, kung nag-write ka ng book, kailangan sa publisher lang kumuha ng copy ng book, hindi pwedeng i-reproduce illegally. Okay? Hindi pwedeng dramatize, lahat yan hindi pwedeng gawin. Okay? Pwede mo yan ipagbawal. Gets? Limitations, ito yung exception. Fair use. The doctrine on fair use. When the use is for criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, including multiple copies for classroom use, scholarship, research, is not an infringement. So, yan. That is photocopy. That is not an infringement if that falls under the fair use doctrine. Ano yung fair use doctrine? Fair use doctrine, you can identify that through the four-factor test. There is what you call the four-factor test. First, you have to take a look at the purpose and character of the use. Saan mo gagamitin? Sa school. Pang-study. Okay? The nature of the copyrighted work. Ano ba yung work? Ano ba yung material? Book. You're going to use that inside the classroom or during your study time. The amount and substantiality of the portion used. Doon sa original book, yan doon ang pinotocopy mo. Back to back ba yan?
Yes.
Ang yaman mo. Kasi ako, pag nagpapapotocopy ako, kung saan tayo magsisimula hanggang kung saan ka lang mag-end, doon na ako. Kasi yun lang nagamitin ko. Ganun sa law school kasi bibigyan ka ng makapal na libro, pero hindi naman lahat hindi tatapay. Okay, so you have to consider the amount and the substantiality of the portion. No? The effect of the use upon the potential market. So, paano kung lahat kayo nag-photocopy? Sinong bibili ng libro niya? Hindi natin disclose. No? Baka paid advertisement lang yun sa... Okay? Yung libro niya. So, baka maapektuhan greatly yung market niya if lahat mag-xerox. So, yun pa. Ay, lahat sila. Sa amin, meron kaming professor noon. Pag nakita niyang xerox yung libro mo, tanggal niya sa, ano yun, papalabasin ka niya or papatago niya sa'yo. Or better yet, wag mo nang ilabas. Sabi nun, hindi pa namin alam yung doctrine of fair use. Kung alam ko lang sana. Sir, doctrine of fair use. Pero early years kasi yun ng law namin. First year, second year. Hindi pa namin alam ang intellectual property. In fact, you're very lucky because when I was at yung college namin, me and sales lang talagang nakukover. Okay. Buti nga ngayon, na-cover natin yung credit transaction. Para mayroon na kayong working knowledge. Okay? Kasi lahat naman yan, ma-encounter nyo sa trabaho. Later on, as citizens. So, we were able to finish our class 8.